Hi guys, how are you? So today I feel like I want to talk about a topic that is affecting most of our young people, or rather most of us young people. So have you ever sat and asked yourself how our parents did it? They provided all the basic need despite the challenges that they had. They ensured that we went to school. I'd like to think most of us completed the basic education. They ensured that we had food at least every day. They ensured that we had a roof over our heads. They really did. I don't know. I'd like to say they really good a good job in their parenting. So you ever asked yourself which type of parenting skills they used? Yet, I'm sure that there were tough economic times. So, compared to nowadays, you will find if you sit in a group of young people discussing, or if you listen to young people, most of them are afraid of making that step, moving from now singlehood or bachelorhood. No, they want to get married. I feel that's a step that uh, scares most of us, yeah. Ndio maana unapata someone amemaliza kila kitu, someone has completed school, someone has a hustle, and somebody can stay single for 5 years or 10 years and even get married at 35 or 40. Not that okay, yeah, sometimes you find it's maybe some constraints, yeah, but most of the time utapata people are afraid to take that step. Yeah, I'm not saying that I'm courageous to take that step too, but I'm just saying that is something that affects most young people. If you ask, if you're close to your parents, or if you're fortunate to have parents, if you ask them when they were starting, did they have any plan or any set of rules or guidelines that they were using? I'm sure they didn't have a clue. They just walked in and did it day after the day. They learn from today, tomorrow, and they did it. Some for 20, 50 years, yeah. They just did it. So I think that's something, even if we cannot adapt everything that they did, we can maybe improve on a few. So even if we cannot adapt everything, but I think let's just adapt that one thing, that life doesn't have a set of rules or guidelines in how you are supposed to do something. Just believe in God and start. Then do it one day at a time. You also involve God. The Bible says in the book of Isaiah 40:31 that if you involve God in everything you do, He strengthens you and He takes you far. So I think that's a verse that can encourage us. Just involve God in everything you do, and whatever you're going to do, He's going to take you far. So, with no rules, with no guidelines, just involve God and do it. Also, don't involve God and fold your hands and just sit back. Just involve God and then do it. So this is just for those that want to make that progress in their life, but they are scared, they don't know how to do it. I think this does not apply to only that next stage of marriage. It also applies to those of us that are still hustling. It also applies to those of us that are still in school. It applies to those of us that still want to begin businesses, or they want to begin just, we have a lot of things on our table. So we can just start and then involve God. Then the shortcomings of today, use them to improve on tomorrow. If you ask those that are ahead of us how they did it, atakwambia tu, you just start and work hard every day. Like, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Make those mistakes, and you will learn from the mistakes. Usiogope, sasa I'm going to mess up. Don't even feel bad when you realize you've done something and you've made a mistake. Imagine, just be proud of yourself that at least you tried. You didn't sit. If you sit and don't do it, you will never know. So until you do it, that is the only way you're going to know. So I know, I am aware that we really have a lot of things on our table. We are trying to balance hustle, we are trying to balance education, we are trying to balance just being at bar with the rest of the world. Like, things are going this way, you cannot remain back. You also need to, like, adjust yourself. You're balancing. Okay, some of us don't have jobs, so you apply, you make applications, like 20 applications every day, and you never receive a response. You send those CVs, wanatumia kupika mandazi, wanatumia hizo karatasi kuwasha jiko. But imagine, don't give up. You will never know what would have happened if you tried. So just don't give up. Keep pushing. Keep doing it. Keep making those mistakes. You'll eventually get there. I want to believe that, God says that He doesn't test you beyond your limits. He can't give you challenges that He knows that you cannot overcome. So any challenges that come to your life, I know God knows those are challenges that if you fight, you will overcome. So let's keep fighting. Let's keep pushing. Let's also not involve ourselves with very vulgar groups. Like, if they say, if you want to be great, you surround yourself with people that are great, or people have the same goals or similar ambitions. So we can try. There is nobody that is going to coach you, like hold your hand and tell you, now at this step I want you to do this, at this step I want you to do this. No, you're the only one that knows your goals. You're the only one that knows your ambitions. Nobody knows what you want to achieve in the next, like, 10 years. Probably you and God. So if you've involved yourself in God, you're not going to expect somebody else to come and hold your hand and ask you to do or guide you on how you're going to move through each step. So just be responsible, be brave enough to make those mistakes, as I said earlier. Involve God and fight every day, and I'm sure we'll get there. In 10 years, you will look back and you are like, God did it. God brought me this far because I did try. So let's try. Let's keep fighting. Yeah.